Assalamu alaikum students. Today we will learn about the pair of words. English is very confusing language. Mixing up similar sounding words might not be an issue when you are speaking English. But when you are writing the words, the mistakes can be easily noticed. One letter or one space can make all the difference in this language. Your vocabulary will be better equipped if you understand the subtle differences in these pairs of similar sounding words. What are the pair of words? Pair of words are the words that sound the same when pronounced, but are spelled differently and have different meanings. For example, accept, accept, affect, effect, advise, advise. What is the purpose of pair of words? The purpose of the pair of words is to enhance the vocabulary. You should try to understand their meanings and correct usage. Tips to master the pair of words. Number 1, read carefully each pair and note the difference in their meanings and spellings. Number 2, try to understand the context of the sentence first. Number 3, fix in mind the meaning of one word at a time. Word pairs that confuse everyone. Lots of different words share the same spellings and pronunciation. Some of these words are confusing even for native speakers, especially in writing. For example, when do we use affect and when do we use effect? Or what about the verbs to bear and to bear? For learners of English, these similar words can be incredibly confusing. You don't want to stop your English conversation to wonder which word is correct. For example, lose and lose. We spell them differently and we pronounce them differently, but English speakers still use these words incorrectly. Luckily, they are easy to distinguish. Lose, pronounced with a Z sound, is a verb meaning to not have something anymore, to be unable to find something or to not win. You lose your cell phone or you lose your way while driving somewhere. While lose with an S sound, on the other hand, is an adjective that means free, unattached or not tied. It's also a verb meaning to untie or let go of something. For example, the door handle fell off because it was too loose. Advice and advice. With these words, we have similar spellings, similar meanings, and only a slight difference in pronunciation. Advice with an S sound is a noun. You can give your friend some advice. Example, my father gave me one piece of advice. Always be on time. Advise with a Z sound is a verb. With this word, you can advise your friend. The meaning of the two words is basically the same. She advised me to invest my money more carefully. Affect and effect. Again, with these two words, the main difference is grammatical. Although they are pronounced slightly differently, usually affect is a verb and effect is a noun. And they are used when talking about the results or consequences of particular actions. I'm worried that your lazy habits will affect your studies, or your lazy habits will have a bad effect on your studies. Before you start an argument with your boss, consider the effects of your actions. Before you start an argument, consider how your actions will affect the situation. Another pair of words, compliment and compliment. Compliment. If someone says to you, I really like your shirt, then they are complimenting you. In other words, they are giving you a compliment. As a verb and noun, compliment means saying something nice about someone. I complimented my sister on her delicious cooking. It's a verb. I gave my sister a compliment on her delicious cooking. So compliment is using here as a noun. Compliment is when two things go well together or complete each other. This word is often used in food and in fashion to describe matching styles or ingredients. For example, that wine complements the meat dish well. Next is further and farther. These two are very confusing. Further and farther both have the same meaning but are used in different situations. They are pronounced in a similar way too, but with a difference. Fur and far. Farther with fur is used when we are talking about physical distance. As a passenger in a car, you can ask the driver how much further until we reach our destination. In a race, you can say she ran farther and faster than him. On the other hand, further with fur is used for more abstract situations. The human resources representative told me, if you have any further complaints, please tell me. Or the professor told us, if you have any further questions, you can ask me at the end. In those examples, complaints and questions are not physical things, so you cannot use the word further. Another, accept and accept. Accept is a verb. Its meaning to agree to take something or to say yes to an offer or invitation. For example, I don't have any money. Do you accept credit cards? Or we don't accept credit cards. On the other hand, accept, it's a preposition. Its meaning is not including but not. For example, we accepted all methods of payment except for credit cards.